What's going on, guys? TK Pryor, Masterwealthbuilders LLC. I am your financial literacy guy. And what does financial literacy mean to you? Like, to me, financial literacy means implementing financial knowledge to help you make better decisions, right? Learning, becoming able to master a subject like finance so that you can use it to make better decisions. But how many people do that? Literally, financial literacy is something that people just don't take interest in. They don't even self-study, right? I got involved in financial literacy because it's the industry that I chose to work in. I'm a licensed wealth strategist. Now, what does that mean? It means I focus on strategy. I don't focus on products. I had to learn products, but what's more important than products is the strategy that you implement, because which product goes to which person, right? It's based on their strategy. So here's the deal. Financial literacy is just implementing tactics, strategies, and principles of the super rich, right? You can pay to be in certain rooms, put yourself around certain people to learn, right? Leverage other people's knowledge. Don't just lean on your own knowledge. It allows you to scale. It allows you to go further faster, right? The problem is people exist in ego, and then they're not willing to learn from others, and then they discount. Let's just judge this book by its cover and say he don't know what he's talking about. He don't look like money. He don't know. Okay, he don't know. That's what you assume, that I don't know. And you discount everything I say instead of trust but verify. Instead of just look into it, right? And then you get spun around, right? That's why you have stereotypes out there. Well, Jewish people say Goya. That's what they do. They institute financial literacy as a religion and make it a required action. Okay? Whereas, Europeans and one percenters will say, you guys are sheep. Leave the thinking to us. So the concept is just you self-studying, right? As a licensed wealth strategist, as a fixed index annuity specialist, and also as a corporate benefits broker, I had to study, pass a test, put myself in certain rooms, learn certain products, and then be around certain mentors, certain people that can talk strategy. So now I'm taking strategy from different lanes, pulling it down so that everyday people can use it in their life. And they're like, well, I want to know what other people have to say. I want to know what are the reviews. Okay, so in the 3 years that I've been licensed, I haven't been able to get somebody to talk about their experience on camera. Like, okay, I'm not going to force you to do a video. I'm not going to force you to talk about your product or service that you got from me. But no one focuses on strategy. No one focuses on the principle, the concept, right? It's like, if you don't know a Bentley, right? We talk about luxury car brands. And there's certain luxury car brands that you're not familiar with. You're not familiar with, an Enzo, Ferrari, or you're not familiar with let's say, Alfa Romero, right? There's certain luxury cars that you're not familiar with. But does that mean the car doesn't exist? Does that mean that the car is not real? Or do you need to see somebody else driving it to prove that Alfa Romero is a luxury brand, maybe just one that you're not familiar with? Or do you just negate the whole concept of a car and say, he don't know what he's talking about? Does that make sense to you? I'm giving you an analogy because I'm hoping that you can pull yourself outside of the box, right? People within the Rockefeller Board of Education system has been taught how to be a follower. You're not taught how to create a business. You're taught how to work for a business. So it doesn't matter if you have 20 degrees, right? You're still in the mindset of how do I complement a system. You're trading your time for money, and the problem is that's linear. In other words, you reach a glass ceiling. In my career, I reached $75 an hour, and other companies started saying, we're not going to pay you that. I had a CEO tell me, you're not even worth that, right? But what do you determine wealth by? What is wealth measured by? Are you talking about how many degrees you have, or are you talking about how much skill you complement to a system? And then, if you're not creating duplicatable systems that other people can benefit from, where you're changing the lives of the people around you, then what are you doing? I mean, think about that. So what I'm trying to do is get you guys to open your mind. I'm trying to get you guys to use some principles, some strategies. And a lot of people are ignoring, the concept of a car and saying, I'm not familiar with Alfa Romero, so I want to know what other people have to say. Instead of just understanding the concept of a car, looking into the fact that Alfa Romero is a different luxury brand, and then looking at them to see what value do they bring to the marketplace, right? It's a completely different thought process. Instead of asking your friends what do they think of the car, just looking at Alfa Romero as an independent luxury car brand, seeing what value do they bring to the marketplace. Not based on what your friends tell you, what the reviews say, but what value do they bring as a luxury brand that separates them from everyone else. So the concept here is you can put yourself in different rooms to learn different things. I do it in real estate investment groups all the time, right? You can go to a real estate investment group, a RIA, and learn from people who know more than you, who've got more experience than you. And we all sit in a room and talk about strategy. So I'm really trying to build the same thing with financial literacy. Instead of a real estate investment group, I want you to come to a financial literacy group where we sit in the room and we talk strategy and expose you to different methodologies, different implementation strategies, different products that help you get there, right? That's my goal. My goal is to bring financial literacy groups and make that a franchise blueprint that duplicates itself, different cities, different places. But right now I'm coming to you on the internet because I'm saying, hey, there's a way to do it. There's a way to get you there. Have you thought about redirecting? The redirection strategy is something I talk about all the time. I say where you save matters, and saving in simple interest is not the way. Saving in compound interest gets you there faster. That's just one concept in financial literacy. A higher return on your investment based on the fact that you're placing your money in compound interest versus simple interest. So that's like tying your shoes. That's just a basic strategy that I talk about all the time, almost in every video. And really looking at you guys like, hey, here's the deal. So I really have to go above and beyond. I have to be 10 times better than everybody around me because no one accepts the concepts that I'm talking about. They just say, well, I never heard of that. I never heard of that. And I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with the tea in China? Do some homework, do some studying. Alfa Romero is a real car. Hey, listen, if you guys want to learn more, click the link in my bio, schedule a free consultation. We're just trying to expose you. We have some stuff that can help you, but you have to be willing to help yourself. The consultation is free, but the opportunity that you're passing up is not necessarily free, if that makes sense to you.